This is Wickham from Reddit Omega, bringing you something a little different today. I'm in Omega Labs. Now, like many clans and clan families, Reddit Omega has a companion clan, or a feeder clan, if you will, called Omega Labs. And we created this a couple of months ago as a way to, well, really to accomplish many different goals. First, we wanted to train new members into the Omega system. What I mean by that is Reddit Omega is a 3-star clan, and we value strong attacking and well thought out base designs, but we understand there's a bit of a learning curve there. So what Omega Labs does is it allows us to recruit new members and to train them into the system, and then they matriculate upward into Reddit Omega, which is the clan that does arranged scrimmages and things like that. So new members typically don't go directly to Omega Labs, first of all. Second of all, Omega Labs is a place for our members to upgrade heroes. So if you're in Reddit Omega and you're upgrading one or both heroes, drop down to Omega Labs and war there for a bit. Third, if you're learning a new strategy, like if you are a Goho specialist and you're trying to get better at Laloon, Omega Labs is a good place to test out different strategies. And fourth, we use Omega Labs as a way to arrange internal scrimmages. So what we do is we take participants from both clans, we mix them up, and then we create an internal scrimmage like we're actually going to do a little bit later today. And that gives us the opportunity to test ourselves against really, really strong competition. Now, I'm covering today Labs War number 58, and Omega Labs is now 53 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw. One of those losses was to the main clan, so shouldn't really count. So really strong war record, got to level 5 really quickly, and did it through some very strong wars like this one here. Now, you'll note it's not quite like in Reddit Omega where we clear all the Town Hall 9s, and all the Town Hall 10s have at least 2 stars. Not quite that good, but working. And so today I want to present for you 6 attacks from War number 58 in Omega Labs, starting with Cali Burrito attacking their number 21. Now this is a Town Hall 8 attack, and it's kind of a Govaho, which is something we don't see very often at Town Hall 8, but it works quite well. So first we've got an easy lure, then we're going to use the double poison trick to clear that CC. Speed that up a bit. And now we start with a Govaho from the northeast. So 2 golems, wizards taking out corner buildings, always important, creating a very big funnel, essentially taking out one whole side of the base. Remember, with Valkyries you want a wide funnel. And then got several wall breakers. I love the use of wall breakers here. We're not only going to break through the first layer of walls, but we're going to break through the second layer of walls. So no need to use a jump. And then we're going to use these Valks in this big core. They're going to funnel straight into this big core. And with the support of a rage and a heal spell, they are going to do quite a bit of damage, even at level 2. So Valks are going to take out the entirety of that core, along with the Barbarian King, and now we're going to hog. And you notice the hogs have a very clear path, and a path which does not include giant bombs, does not include Teslas, and most of the defenses are targeting the Barbarian King or golems, so they're not even targeting the hogs. These hogs don't require any heals at all. Take out all the bases, and now it's just a very simple matter of cleanup. That's one of the smoothest Town Hall 8 attacks I've ever seen. And it comes from a composition we typically see more at Town Hall 9, but Cali Burrito is showing how it can be done at Town Hall 8 as well. I'm going to speed up through this cleanup. And then a final look at the composition here. You'll see he had more Valks in the CC. Smart choice. Okay, next is Garbs attacking their number 18, so Town Hall 9, or I should say an 8.5, doesn't have, well, 9 does have expos, but they're not upgraded yet. Okay, very simple lore. Now this is a fresh attack. Garbs is running 2 poisons in case of a Dragloon, but he gets even better. He gets street loons with the wizard and catches them all in one poison. So very good poison placement. And now, I'm going to go with a cold blood Goho. So just one golem, and you may wonder, you may see that golem taking a lot of damage, but that's okay. Times his wall break. Rages his king right into that archer queen. She goes down very quickly, and now he is free to hog. You'll note this base doesn't seem to be running any double giant bombs. Now he's going to wall hog. I love this choice. Whenever you have a base that's shaped like this, a square style base, and whenever you don't penetrate very much with your kill squad, wall hog makes a ton of sense. These hogs are just going to sweep across the base, and you notice running 4 heal spells, it lines up very well for his hog pathing. Poison for that single skeleton, why not? Probably was a little better on the Barbarian King to slow it down, prevent it from doing as much damage to the hogs. But with 20 plus hogs left, it doesn't matter. So again, speed through the cleanup because it's very straightforward. So outside giant bombs and single giant bombs. This clan was running quite a few outside giant bombs. We're going to see those a little bit later as well. Very nice usage of hogs. Okay, next attack is Sigma on their 16. Now, Sigma's running, you see he's got lots of heals, and this is a cleanup attack. So look at the value he gets for that CC trip. He gets a single double giant bomb, and he gets the hound out. Now he's going to use the healer archer trick. This is a very, very efficient use of troops in cleaning up this base. So he's gone ahead and started his Shattered Goho. Remember, when you do the healer archer trick, you usually do a shattered instead of a stoned because of the CC space. And that wall break position is perfect. Opens up 2 compartments. So he's got earthquakes. Now we're going to see him drop those. And that's just going to open up so much of this base. Sets off a second giant bomb. Now you'll notice Barbarian King is completely absent because it's upgrading. This is a little more common in labs, but he's able to use his Archer Queen to great effect. So takes down the opposing Archer Queen. She's done her job. Anything she does now is just icing on the cake. And now starts his hogging. He's going to try to skirt around his kill squad to try to preserve that Archer Queen as long as possible. But with that many core defenses beating on her, she's not long for this battle. But he's got another heal spell. Remember, when you're doing earthquakes, you typically have to cut heal spells somewhat. But he was able to bring 3, and that's plenty for this particular base. Hogs do split here. Typically, you don't want your hogs to split, but in this case, it's fine because you're not worried about pathing around bombs, and the defenses are not that beefy. And now it's just a simple matter of cleanup. Notice the shaping of the cleanup. All the cleanups on one side of the base. And this archer is not close to taking out this hound. And before you know it, base is gone before the hound even has a chance to pop. Nice hit. Next attack I want to look at is Brad Piff on their number 10. Now Brad brings a couple of Valks to his attack, and we're going to see why in a moment. But otherwise, it's a pretty standard Shattered Goho composition. The expos are set to ground. Now, we saw a lot of ground expos in this, and it's tempting to go for air attacks. But even with ground expos, you don't have to worry. You don't have to necessarily bring an air attack. Okay, so we're going to be creating a fairly wide funnel because we have Valkyries. And then, not going to worry about a jump, doesn't need it. Just going to wall break into that first compartment. And try again to wall break into that first compartment. Bringing extra wall breakers is usually prudent. Now, the Valks and the King are going to head straight into this Archer Queen. They're not even going to bother getting slowed down by that Hound. And then this is a ring style base. So he's just going to try to get his kill squad to progress as far as possible around this ring style base. Now he's going to go ahead and bring in hogs while the point defenses are occupied elsewhere. His 3 heal spells, being patient with them, dropping the first in a potential bomb spot. There it goes. And then you notice he's basically transitioning his hogs from heal to heal to heal. There's a second giant bomb and a second heal. Dropping that poison ahead of his pathing troops, very wise, and dropping the heal in front as well. Really smart spell placement here. Hogs are still under heal. Now they're not, but there's too little to oppose them. And there is quite a bit left to clean up, and you see he's a little short on wizards because he brought those Valkyries. But with this many hogs, it doesn't matter. So a giant bomb weakened up the hogs, and now the king's going to come over here, and he's going to kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 hogs, 5 hogs, 6, 7 hogs. That king kills 8 hogs, actually 9 it looks like. But when you had 15 hogs to begin with, you can stand to lose them. Okay, next is me attacking their number 5. This was a fresh hit. And I'm running my standard Shattered Goho, which is 2 golems, 11 wizards, 3 wall breakers, 28 hogs. So I mistimed my wall breakers. There were actually 2 mortars here. My wall breakers died. So what I'm going to do to adapt to that, I'm going to create a very big funnel, adding a wizard up here and down here. And then I'm going to use my king to beat through that wall. Now I'm not dropping my queen yet because I don't want my queen to take out these buildings and cause my units to path elsewhere. If this compartment is mostly empty, my units will try to find another compartment. So now that I've broken through that wall, I'm now going to drop my archer queen. Jump's going to get me into this potential double giant bomb. Go and drop a poison to slow down that archer, or that archer queen, and to weaken the dragon. So there's 1 giant bomb tripped. And now I'm going to start my hogging. Now there's an outside giant bomb there, but I don't need to heal my hogs yet. Instead, I'm going to heal this main compartment where I thought there might be a single giant bomb. I'm actually going to hit another giant bomb here, and that weakens my hogs, but they jump straight into a heal, so I don't need to panic. Sometimes outside giant bombs are not at all effective. So drop the poison ahead of those skeletons, and now you can see that my hog pathing lines up very well for my remaining 2 heals. Archer Queen's still alive. And now heal those final point defenses. And I have cleanup already all around the base, so in very short order this base will be done. Go ahead and use the Archer Queen ability with saving it just in case. And done. So wall breaker is not optimal, but good recovery. And the last attack is my favorite. This is Sivlat on their number 4. Now, Sivlat is doing a go wee wee attack, which we don't see very often at Town Hall 9, but it makes perfect sense against this base, and you're going to see why. So 4 golems, lots of wizards, lots of wall breakers. He's trying to do 2 separate breaks. So here goes 1 set of wall breakers and another. Now look how he's going to path his troops. He's splitting his heroes, sending his Archer Queen one way, his Barbarian King another. May have been a little better if they were swapped because of the CC spawn, but that's okay. And now he's basically just going to use the design of this base as 2 hallways. He's just going to send 1 group down 1 hallway, another group down another hallway, and they're going to meet on the back end. And in the interim, as long as he keeps his tanking in front of his DPS, which he's doing a great job of right now, he's just going to steamroll right through this base. So some skeleton spawn, we get some skeleton on skeleton action. Nothing better to deal with skeleton traps than witches. So this king's taking quite a bit of damage, but that's partly his job. I like to say that a barbarian king is like a hybrid between a P.E.K.K.A. and a golem. And all the defenses are down. And you'll see that the way he has his cleanup, or his wizards pathing, they're pathing around the base. Everything is converging in the same spot. And I don't need to even times 2 or times 4 this, because this attack is over. What a really clever attack, using the shape of this base, or the design of this base, to just completely wreck it with a nice go wee wee. That's an instructive attack that I hope you'll remember. Okay, so it was a fairly close war, but a great win for Omega Labs. This was also the first time Omega Labs had used a battle plan or a war plan like we do in Reddit Omega, and followed it pretty well. So props to those who contributed by scouting and through their role as cleanup. And we're seeing great progress in Omega Labs, and we're seeing quite a bit of transition from Omega Labs to Omega and vice versa when need be, and hope to see that continue.